What's up, Cowboys Nation? You don't want to miss this. What's going on behind the scenes with the Dallas Cowboys is leaving fans in shock. But before we reveal all the details, go ahead and hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell so you stay up to date with everything going on with our beloved team. Without further ado, let's get straight to the news. Stephen Jones breaks the silence on rumors involving Jalen Ramsey and the Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys have already made moves this offseason by acquiring wide receiver George Pickens, a major addition for quarterback Dak Prescott. The expectation is that Pickens will make an immediate impact in 2025. With the receiver position seemingly resolved, the Cowboys are now turning their attention to other roster needs. One of the most talked about names in recent weeks is cornerback Jalen Ramsey, who may be on his way out of the Miami Dolphins. Naturally, the Cowboys' name has surfaced as a potential destination, but the team's executive vice president, Stephen Jones, quickly shut down the rumors. "We don't have anything in the works right now," Jones said when asked about possible moves in the trade market. When Ramsey's name was brought up directly, his response was even more definitive. "No, he plays for the Dolphins," Jones said, putting an end to any immediate speculation about a trade. The need for a cornerback in Dallas is real. Two key secondary players are recovering from injuries: Trevon Diggs and Shaven Revel Jr., a third-round pick in the latest draft. Diggs is likely to miss the start of the season, while Revel could return before the traditional training camp period in Oxnard, California. Given that situation, the spot opposite Darren Bland becomes one of the biggest question marks of the preseason. Ramsey, with all his experience, would be a major solution. But, at least for now, the Cowboys don't seem inclined to pursue that option. It's worth noting that Jalen Ramsey was once linked to Dallas in the 2016 draft. Now, as he prepares for his 10th NFL season, having played for the Jaguars, Rams, and Dolphins, the veteran still delivers solid performances. In 2024, he started all 17 games for Miami, totaling 60 tackles, 6 tackles for loss, 2 interceptions, and 7 passes defended. According to ESPN reporter Jeremy Fowler, the main obstacle to a potential trade is the financial impact. June 21st is a key date in this process. After June 1st, the Dolphins could save about $10 million against the cap if they traded Ramsey, Fowler explained. If the trade happened before that, the team would take an $8.5 million cap hit, so it's a significant difference. Fowler also reported that Miami has had discussions with several teams, including the Rams, Ramsey's former team, but nothing concrete has come out of it yet. The biggest hurdle? The $24 million guaranteed Ramsey is due this year, a hefty figure for any potential suitor. In recent weeks, rumors have been swirling about the Cowboys potentially bolstering their defense even further, whether through free agency or a trade. And while that remains a future possibility, one high-impact name has returned to the center of speculation: Jalen Ramsey. According to ESPN's Jeremy Fowler, the Miami Dolphins are in talks with multiple teams interested in acquiring the veteran cornerback. Among the potential destinations mentioned are the Dallas Cowboys, Los Angeles Rams, and Washington Commanders. However, sources close to the Cowboys organization told CowboysCountry.com that this information is inaccurate. And now, in an official statement, the team's executive vice president and COO, Stephen Jones, reinforced the denial. "We don't have anything in mind at the moment," Jones said after Tuesday's OTA practice at the Star when asked about potential major moves. When asked specifically about the Ramsey rumors, he was direct. "No, he plays for the Dolphins." Even so, there are signs that a change may truly be coming. Dolphins general manager Chris Grier confirmed that the franchise and Ramsey mutually agreed to pursue a trade. "It was probably in the best interest of all parties to go separate ways," Grier stated. Ramsey's talent is undeniable. He continues to play at a high level and has the pedigree of multiple Pro Bowl appearances. However, there are risks involved. At 30 years old, playing a physically demanding position like cornerback, his injury history is concerning, especially after 2 knee procedures in recent years. But perhaps the biggest challenge is financial. Any team interested would have to take on a $24.3 million salary in 2025, the result of a $72 million contract extension signed before last season. In the Cowboys' case, the decision wouldn't only hinge on cap space, but also on the draft capital the Dolphins would require. And considering the Cowboys' typically conservative front office approach to deals like this, that possibility currently seems remote. Still, Miami's ideal scenario would be to find a partner willing to absorb both the cost and the contract. If that doesn't happen, the Dolphins might be forced to cover part of the expense just to make a trade feasible. Now, if Dallas decided to enter the mix, Ramsey could be a major addition alongside Darren Bland, bringing leadership, experience, and defensive stability, assuming he's fully healthy. However, such a move would mark a shift in the Cowboys' current philosophy, which relies on developing young talent like Kaiir Elam, recently acquired from the Bills, and Chauvin Revel, a promising draft pick still recovering from a knee injury. At the end of the day, the situation is clear. We don't need to speculate or create theories. The franchise's official position is that there's no interest at this time. And for now, that should put the rumors to rest.